Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is your boy, the Crypto Siege. What another day in the life and the crazy life that is a digital asset space. What is going on, guys? Good afternoon. How blessed are we to be in the game? How blessed are we to be winning in this game? Right? I love it. Absolutely love it. Alex G is in the building. What's good, dude? Yes, sir. What's going on, bro? How are you? TJ Jackson's in the building. What's up, TJ Jackson? Pennywise. NY, are you checking in from New York, Pennywise? Great to see you in the stream. I don't think I've seen you in the stream before, my friend. Guys, please smash the likes button on the way in. We want to continue that streak of having just as many likes as we have people in the stream. We got a little pace going on. I want to continue that. So I'd appreciate if you guys collapse that chat real quick, go out and smash a like, and then come back and hang out. I would appreciate that. Billionaire. What? Billionaire H. What's going on, dude? What up, bro? Newbie to your show. I appreciate you being here, my dude. I really do. Thanks for hanging out, man. If you haven't had a chance to smash the like, please do so, man. And if you like the content, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you know when we go live again, bro. Glad to see you here. Dustin D, what is good, dude? Life is good, bro. Life is really, really good. Darcy B, XRP, hey, miss, how are you? Glad to see you in the stream. What? Javier is checking in from Cali. What's up, my dude? What part of Cali, man? Good to see you in the stream. I don't think I've seen you here before, Javier. Wally Coyote, what is up, dude? Evening from the UK sees Boris Johnson smashes the UK election. Is that right? Is that right? How about that? So you dude ran away with it, huh? Wow. There and there, H says smash. I appreciate that, brother. Smart people. Morning. Smart people, what you doing in the stream? I don't think I've seen a stream before, bro. Where is it that it's morning? Tell me where you're checking in from, smart people. I would love to hear that. Steve Stevenson. Great video this morning. Inspirational. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that. Wow, how about that? Ran away with it, huh? Wiley Coyote? That's crazy. Javier's checking in from San Jose. Wow, man. I appreciate you being in the stream, bro. Javier, where you from originally, man? Glad to see you in the stream, without question. Smart people's been watching from Sweden. What? Are you from Sweden, smart people? We're gonna have to connect, my friend. You from Sweden? We're gonna have to connect offline. Really? That is outstanding. XRP Excite Bike. Good to see you in the stream, my friend. I don't think I've seen you in the stream before, man. If you haven't had a chance to smash that like, please do so. XRB Excite Bike. And if you like the content, my friend, don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell so you know what's good. Wally Karate, do you know the way to San Jose? Rod Hop is in the building. What's going on, my dude? Glad to see you here, bro. Dubian 2. Hey, Siege. What's up, Dubian 2? Marvin is in the building. What is going on? Siege, what do you think about Michael Arrington's comment about XRP? I have not seen Michael's Arrington's comment about XRP, but doesn't he have an XRP fund? But I haven't seen it, Marvin. If you got a link, brother, please post it in the chat, man, so we can go through that, see what's up. Guys, glad to see you in the stream, man. He said, originally from San Jose. I got you, bro. Jason GL2 is first, as always. Born and raised in San Jose. Okay, brother. Glad to hear that, man. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that, brother. Glad to see you in the stream as well, man. Absolutely. West Coast is checking in. I love that. We got somebody from Sweden in the stream, guys. What about that? We have to hook up, man. Smart people. Are you on YouTube, smart people? YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, I think he's on YouTube, Siege. Smart people, are you on Twitter? Let me know if you are, man, what your handle is. I'd love to connect with you offline about some business. Alex, you're from LA, dude? What? You know we gotta hook up, right? Ms. Crypto sees freaking, she freaking loves LA, son. Loves LA. Born in the US, grew up in Mexico. Cool. I love that, bro. Love that. Love to hear that, Alex G. Deep Mind Lab Visionaire. My dude, please hit me up on Twitter so we can connect, man. Oh, you said you're reaching out on you know, if I would just take the time to read the chat. I'm reaching out on Saturday on Twitter. All right, man. All right, bro. I'm gonna be looking for that, man. I'm gonna be looking for that. I'm gonna try to hook up with you and Robert Westberg as well. Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to that, man. I will definitely be looking out for that. Um, yeah, we got no business stuff going on Saturday, so that would be good, man. That would be real good, guys. Please, if you're new to the stream, we're trying to set this record on YouTube, guys. Now that TJ has brought it to my attention, we're trying to set this record for having just as many likes as we do as viewers. We've been on a bit of a momentum with that on these last few streams. So thanks to you guys for taking the time to make that happen. I definitely appreciate that. So we're trying to keep that up as well. If you haven't had a chance to collapse that chat real quick, smash the like button, then come back, hang out in the chat, man. We're gonna have some fun today, guys. Yeah. Darcy BXRP says, anyone think VeChain is a good buy now? Me personally, I certainly would not give you financial advice, miss, but I would say VeChain is a good buy anytime. But that's just me personally after doing my own homework and my own due diligence. And I would encourage you to do the same without question. You want to level up your IQ on that asset, miss, and so you know about the partnerships, right? Pennywise, thanks for the $4.99 super chat. Been here since day what? Been here since day one? Been here since day one when you drive around in your noisy car. When I drive around in when you drive around in your noisy car, I just told the better half about that also this morning. She's like, take the other. I'm like, nah, I can't take the other car. People were talking about is noisy in that one. My headphones are not working too, so I can't do it. Just never chatted. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Pennywise. I appreciate that. Pennywise has been around since we driving it in the noisy car, that freaking Hyundai Sonata that I drive sometimes when I was making that. So it's an '06 Hyundai Sonata, and it is the better half's car when it comes to paperwork. It's her car, and yeah, man, it got some suspension, something going on with the driving, whatever. But I used to have to put the headphones in so that people wouldn't hear the noise that when we're going up and down them hill. So Pennywise has been around since those days. I appreciate you being here, my friend. B Johnson 2000. Yes, long-term buy on VeChain. Absolutely. Then Pennywise, thank you again for the $4.99 super chat. And I appreciate you supporting the stream for as long as you've been, man. Checking out the videos. I appreciate that. Guys, 34 people in the stream, 22 likes. Again, guys, we're trying to make TJ Jackson's what is it? What do I want to call it? His observation. We're trying to make it a record. So he had observed and recognized that for the last few streams, we've been having the likes match the people in the amount of people viewing. So it's 32 people would be 32 likes. And we're like, I said, you know what? We might as well try and keep that going, guys. So if you can smash the likes, collapse that chat real quick, hit the like button, come back in. We're going to get into this article that Sam I Am to the Lifeboats brought to my attention this morning. And I think it's really, really interesting, and it's really, really important that we should share it. John says, you get an automatic like from me every time, C's. Thank you, man. I appreciate you being here, John. I'm trying to figure out which John you are, my friend. I feel like you're John from a past business relationship. John, is that you, the John from a previous business relationship? Please let me know. I know we connected. Yeah, let me know about that, John. Is this the John that I know from a previous relationship, business relationship? Jared XRP, what's going on, my friend? What's up, Siege and family? What? Alex G says it feels like VeChain just got hacked. What do you mean by that, my friend? The flywheel. Yeah, I covered that the other day, bro. XRP Excite Bike. Supreme Frequencies is in the chat. I don't think I've seen the chat before, my friend. How are you doing, Supreme Frequencies? Like frequency, I'm used to working with those air traffic control frequencies. Supreme. Deep Mind Lab Visioneer. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm going to have to wait a little bit. Ha 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 ha. Deep Mind Lab Visioneer is making moves in the digital asset space. I hear that, brother. The Thunder Sound. What's up, C's? What's going on, dude? Okay, then that's not the right John, but I'm glad to see you here, brother. Yeah, you've been following the channel for a while, John, and I appreciate you taking the time to comment on the videos, contribute to the chat, man. I definitely appreciate you doing that, John. Crypto Jake, just got out of work, brother. 2 more days, time to do some more homework. Absolutely, my friend. And trust me at all, I will not be offended if you hop out of this chat and get that studying down and so that you make sure that you bring home that cash, man. Crypto Jake in the championship of FanDuel fantasy football. Crypto Jake, ladies and gentlemen, is in the chat, part of the fam in the championship for the FanDuel Fantasy League. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I told the better half about this. Was it today? She was like, "What? Really?" I said, "Yeah." Crypto Jake in the stream. John says, "I only know you from YouTube. Glad I found you. I'm glad we found each other, brother." Out of the way, Jay's in the building. What does that mean? They got hacked, though. Really? 1.1 billion? Are you kidding me? VeChain got hacked for 1.1 billion tokens. Wow. Oh, the VeChain Foundation got hacked. Wow. Yeah, it's just something about you when you have just this one focal central thing. Like I'm what's up? They didn't have their stuff on cold storage and off, Wow, that sucks, man. Oh man, that sucks. I hate to hear that, man, especially about VeChain. I'm telling you guys, you got to protect your digital asset at all times. Protect your digital asset. Get that? At all times. Man, that freaking blows, man. That really does blow, man. That sucks. Supreme Frequency says, wow, VeChain is out of the race. Man, that really sucks. Still holding my V, though. I have mine too. I mean, obviously, but oh man, that really, really sucks. And so, how does that affect the VeChain that you already have? Like, how did they do that, man? Hold on a second. Let me check something out, man. I have to make sure that. What in the world? I put all of it on freaking BitTrue. I guess that BitTrue didn't get hacked, right? So, man, oh man, that is not good news. That is not good news. Man, that's not good news at all. Check out BitTrue. Make sure nothing happened on that BitTrue thing, man. That's crazy, guys. Guys, 44 people in the stream and 28 likes. Guys, if you haven't had a chance yet, I would appreciate it if you collapse that chat real quick. Go smash the like button and then come back and hang out in the chat. It definitely helps the channel, helps more people. I see a bunch of new people in the stream, and I'm sure it's because of you guys taking the time to smash the likes and then come back in. We're going to get into the Santander thing, but I'm trying to get over this VeChain thing right now, guys. What in the world? Butterfly Trader One, what's going on? DNI knows the future. DNI, I'm telling you, I was all over the XRP manifesto. Butterfly Trader One, that's a smart dude. I was all over that, and I appreciate him sharing to help me level up, so I could recognize things and when they're coming, so that I could have a better and stronger resolve, going forward with my digital asset. Man, that dude was instrumental in for me keeping and remaining strong. Crypto Jake, $5 super chat. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Have a good one, brother. Yes, sir. Go do your thing, bro. Thanks you again for supporting the stream and supporting the channel, brother. I definitely appreciate that. Staff Sergeant Marine Siege. All it means is it's time to FOMO once the price drops. Yeah, well, yeah, that'll give me another reason because I planned on really stacking up in some VeChain. XRP Panic said he sold all of his VeChain last week. Wow. I did that a bunch of times. Sell it, XRP, but I would always go back and buy more VeChain. I was back and forth, back and forth. No, it's not bad. What? That's exactly right, Deep Mind Lab Visionaire. This is why I've been practicing security of assets. Not bad to be a little paranoid. Absolutely, man. I'm shocked that VeChain did not have that stuff somewhere else. Shocked, man. D Daniels is in the building. I have a good friend whose name is D Daniels. Female. D Daniels is the mother. We used to do a little air traffic control thing in the same building. And her name was D Daniels. I think they will lose a little trust because of that. Trust in, I mean, they got hacked. I mean, the project and the fundamentals behind the project are still there, supreme frequencies, but man, I don't know. I mean, if they can hack that main thing, what does that mean for, their apps and everything else that they got kind of going on? What is up, my brother, says D Daniels. What else we got going on here in the chat before I get into this thing? D Daniels says, I'm staying with only XRP. We don't know each other from past work. Do we, D Daniels? I think I saw your YouTube channel one time. Okay, it's not me, LOL. Yeah. D Daniels, wow. Yeah. Brings back memories every time I see that name, D. XRP excitable, not a good look. Yeah, it's not. Tough. Respect to DNI without question. I'm telling you, the digital nomad investor has helped me tremendously. Yeah, $1 billion. It's going to take them a while to get back from that. What is this? Yep, buyback wallet. What does that mean? Thillionaire H. Yep, buyback wallet. What is that? What do you mean by that, my friend? Curious to hear what you mean by that. Because I mean, if they hack their main thing, the foundation's main thing, what does that mean for the the wallets and all the kind of stuff that they have? Can you put VeChain on a Ledger Nano? Anybody know if you can put a VeChain on a Ledger Nano? The Ledger Nano X. Okay, you work for the Department of Education, New York City. Gotcha. Well, that's pretty cool because I participated in the education system in New York City. Went to Brooklyn Technical High School. Buyback wallets where holders can directly sell their tokens for fiat. I've never heard of a buyback wallet. Is that something in Carla directly involved with VeChain? I've never heard of buyback wallet. That shows you how much attention I've been paying to VeChain in terms of their, all that kind of progress and stuff like that. I have not. So is that just particular to VeChain, Deep Mind Lab Visionaire? VeChain on Nano, ... yes, but needs some configuration. Okay. Because I've been trying to wait for something. Debian2 says, yeah, I've chain sync wallet over Ledger Nano X. Can you say that again, Debian2? I'm not sure. Yeah, in VeChain sync wallet over Ledger Nano X. Okay. I mean, I would, I mean, not that BitTrue is not cool, but I would rather put it on a Ledger Nano S if I can. Oh, on the Nano S. Okay. I don't. The Ledger Nano S. It says it can be stored on there. I have the Ledger Nano S. I have a few of the Ledger Nano S's actually. So is it as easy to put it on the Nano S as it is like putting your Bitcoin in ETH and all that stuff? I'm gonna have to look into that because if it's pretty simple like the other ones, I will do it. Blockchain Main is in the building, guys. Blockchain Main, dude. I hope you smash that like on the way in, bro. We're trying to set a record, a YouTube record for having as many likes as people in the stream. Right now it's 43 and it's 33 likes. So guys, if you haven't had a chance to smash that, TJ Jackson turned us on to that. It's like, Siege, I have never seen that before by any YouTuber where they have as many likes as people on the stream. So we're trying to make that happen. Spanish Fly is in the building. What's going on, miss? How are you? Blockchain Main says, yes, VChain can be put on a ledger, but I don't like to. Ledger Live won't recognize it. Another app has to be used. Another app. Okay. I got it. So you have to use another app to be able to put it on the Ledger Nano? Is that what you're saying, Blockchain Main? I'm going to figure it out. Yeah, I have that VChain wallet, that VChain Thor wallet. I have that. Butterfly Trader 1, DNI meets the globalists at the regular tables. No more secrets, right? That's what I'm saying. Telling you, he's got some inside stuff. Blockchain Main says, I lost my Tron like that. Yeah, I sold my Tron. I mean, I used all the Tron stuff that they had, whatever kind of wallets, but I ended up saving it. Coinbase is safe, D. Daniels. I mean, nothing is impenetrable. Nothing's unhackable, but Coinbase is pretty safe. But I don't think anything is as safe as the Ledger Nanos. Needs to be configured. Yeah, see, I don't want to go through all that kind of configuring stuff. You know what I mean? You said the Ledger Nano website has steps on how to add VChain. Okay, I'll check that out. Spanish Fly says it's easy. Yes, it's easy. I use the Sync wallet for VChain. Works with Ledger Nano. Okay, I got to figure out what the Sync wallet is because I have no idea. So Spanish Fly, is the Sync wallet going to be accessible? How do I get that Sync wallet? Is it on the Ledger Nano site? Look at me. I'm asking questions. I'm supposed to be giving you guys some stuff. What? Ledger was hacked yesterday. What do you mean? When was Ledger hacked? Staff Sergeant Marine saying Ledger was hacked yesterday. Of today, also, according to what I read, Ledger was hacked. Crypto Don Juan's in the building. What's going on, dude? Glad to see you in the stream, my friend. Mr. DCY. I don't think I've seen you in the stream, bro. Glad you're here, my friend. Ledger site for vet. I've smashed the likes, bro, says Derek. I appreciate you being here, Derek. Yep. Yeah, Mr. D, but I'm told that VChain got hacked. Did you hear about that hack on VChain? The Ledger official said it's impossible to hack unless seize phrase is given out. Well, that is never happening. Christopher Kwame says, I'm late, but I'm here. You are here, my friend. I'm glad to see you in the stream, bro. Oh, my God. You guys are awesome. You guys are amazing. 45 people in the stream, 42 likes. I appreciate that. Let me get into the news, guys. Sync is a VChain desktop wallet. Huh. Okay. I have to figure that out. Sergeant Marie, seems you know you were in a bull cycle once the news of hacks started coming out like a drunk person. That is so true. Let's get into this Santander thing, man. Man, my heart goes out to the people from the VChain Foundation, man. That sucks. That sucks. That really is. It was an inside job, not a hack, says Flooring Guy. Glad to see you in the stream, Flooring Guy. And that's good to know, too. It's crazy. Like someone got greedy, right? Someone's like, I'm on the inside. I can figure this out. I'm out. Terrible. Terrible. All right. I'm losing people. Let me go through this Santander thing. Got some people like Siege. You've been talking for like 25 minutes and no information. All right. Let's do this. Let's go over the Santander thing. Again, shout out to the Lifeboats on YouTube who brought this to my attention this morning. I think it's worth going over. It's not the main thing, but it is a thing. Let's check this out so you guys can see what's up. Which one is it? So this is an kind of a comment in response to the regulations that's being necessary, that the rule changes and stuff like that these banks have to adhere to. Requests for information. This is from Santander Bank. From the Consumer Financial Protections Bureau, reference the request for information regarding potential regulatory changes to the remittance rule. I thought there was an E in this thing, Schedule E, but I guess it's not in here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Santander Holdings appreciates the opportunity to comment on a request for information. So there it is there. Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one. This is the one. This is the one. Very, very interesting. So here's some things to kind of highlight here. Findings. SHUSA has evaluated numerous options to fully comply with the rules requirement if the temporary exception were to expire. Unfortunately, each of them has constraints that either prevent full compliance, so important, full compliance, or will require Santander to limit our current offering. And then it goes over the options. And so this is, this is coming down. This is something that they have to comply. This is a compliance issue that has to be met. Has to be met. The World Bank says G20 has a legitimate interest in guaranteeing that service providers are able to access bank accounts and facilities, provided they meet appropriate standards in terms of financial probity and are compliant with regulations, including anti-money laundering and combating financing of terrorism legislation, right? So the G20 is, they're doing their thing. They come together. This is a conglomeration of nations, a conglomerate of nations setting the landscape for what needs to take place. So the U.S. landscape, as the Bureau notes in its RFI, prior to the Dodd-Frank Act, remittance transfers fell largely outside of the scope of federal consumer protections laws. But that's not the case. The Bureau's stated goals for the rule were to improve the predictability of remittance transfers and to provide consumers with better information, essentially the cost and exchange rates for the fees and different things like that, right? And so what Santander in their response is saying, look, we're trying to adhere by these compliance, but the option that we operate on, which is SWIFT, is not allowing us to do that. So here are the options. Employing SWIFT's GPI, right? The initiative creates greater transparency for fees and payment delivery by using tracking numbers and a central database. Yet, despite applying a closed-loop network concept to an open network, this initiative does not meet the letter of the rule because information is after the fact. And again, this is like a lot of people, they hear Swiss GPI, they don't really kind of dive too much into it. And there's a lot of challenges with the GPI that just like Brad Garlinghouse said, it's great that you've gone from a horse and buggy from something you had around for the last 40 plus years to now you're finally in an automobile. But the challenge is you're in an automobile, you're not in a Ferrari, you're not in a Lamborghini. The GPI is not a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. It's like Toyota Prius, or you know what I mean, or Prius. It says here the rule, because information is after the fact and not prepayment, which is what the rule is requiring, to be prepayment info on fees, costs, exchange rates, etc. As such, this Swift GPI is not a true solution. Powerful, guys. Partnering with non-banks. Santander believes that for various reasons, major card companies, money remitters, and network solution providers are not able to offer a like-for-like service to what we offer our clients today. In other words, what they're saying is the system that is RippleNet is not big enough to handle the volume yet that Santander does. Most of these providers use ACH rails, destination countries, which delay payments, and still others only deliver in foreign currencies where US dollar accounts are permitted, such as the Philippines. Yeah, that's true for most. Of course, MoneyGram is doing quite the other thing because they have access to RippleNet and ODL and XRP. While non-banks can generally control the end-to-end price of a cross-border payment by virtue of their closed-loop network, they cannot match the global reach of the corresponding bank network, right? Because there's 11,000 of them. So that is a correct statement, right? That's a correct statement. What else I wanted to read here? In a principle, okay, expanding corresponding relationship. In principle, establishing direct relationship with banks overseas enables the negotiation of exact fees, thereby making disclosures for Regulation E relatively straightforward. In reality, however, expanding corresponding relationships is impractical, right? And this is one of the largest global banks in the world. In essence, is what they're saying is their options via Swift, but they're not. They're options in general, but none of these options are viable, truly viable options. There are well over 11,000 banks on the Swift network. There are over 11,000 banks on Swift alone. As such, for any bank to establish account relationships with each one, including the necessary Know Your Customer and AML reporting and other risk regulatory obligations that these carry, most of which are at minimum, would be unrealistic. You see what they're saying? You see what they're saying? What's their recommendation here? Under the open network system, bilateral arrangements and corresponding banking networks, primarily used by banks and credit unions, the fundamental limitations to providing actual cost estimates have not changed since the Bureau first adopted the Section 919 exception. We understand that the CFPB lacks authority to extend the 2020 July 21st, 2020 date upon which exception provisions will expire. We respectfully ask, why is it so cold in here? We respectfully ask, therefore, to consider the following alternatives to mitigate the impact of expiration while preserving the quality, cost, transparency, and global reach of current service for our customers and counterparties. Let's see, unique disclosure requirements for open networks. That's not what I wanted to read. Broadening the methods exception. Extending to access countries. Conclusion. Santander appreciates the opportunity to submit comments in response to the Bureau's RFI. We support the goal of the rule and believe these goals are being met under the current regulatory framework, given that estimates have been used effectively now for 6 years and that the bank or non-bank options outlined above will likely limit the offering to U.S. consumers. Santander respectfully requests the Bureau's consideration of the aforementioned recommendations, which will help to preserve bank customers' access to quality, cost-effective, transparent remittance services, right? And so here's the thing. Essentially, Santander is saying, we need more time because the options via Swift and other options are not viable right now. Swift has something, yes, but it doesn't satisfy the rules because it doesn't make available the cost, exchange rates, et cetera, prepayment, which is what the rule change is requiring. You know, this is going back to 2008. You got the whole financial mess. Everybody and their brother and sister was not happy, right? Everyone and their brother and sister was just not happy at all. And so they came up with this rule. And so there's a reason for that. Someone said XRP and ETN for me, right? So there was a reason for that, right, guys? There was a reason for that. Did I miss a super? No, I did not miss a super chat. Let me change this up. And so my point to going over that document, man, it got chilly in here really quick. So the point to going over that document, guys, is Santander is saying, look, we know the rule changes. You got to be compliant by July 21st of 2020. And at the moment, it just doesn't seem like there are any really viable options. So can we stay on this for a little bit longer until something else viable happens, right? That's kind of what it is. But what they're doing is they're calling out the Swift GPI and say, look, this ain't it. The Swift GPI is not the answer. And what the people from the CFPB and everyone else knows is that there is something out there that's available. And we're giving you time to make some adjustments, to make some moves, because the XRPL meets all of the requirements. Why? Because they've been working with Ripple since 2012 to make them regulatory compliant. Every transaction that goes over to XRPL is, in fact, KYC, AML, CFT, and their messaging system does provide the transparent cost. And that is going to be a lot of the buzzwords, is this transparency that the XRPL provides. That is, trust me, the Congress people who are looking to get reelected will be pointing out the lack of transparency in the last financial crash, and the fact that we have this new thing that provides transparency. That is the XRPL. And trust me, they will be saying something along the lines of, this XRPL is for the greater good of the nation, and we're going to require that they get on it. You can see it. For the good of the, right? It's going to be for the good of the nation. Promise you. Oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. 53 likes, 47 people on the stream. Another stream where we're doing our things, man. Guys, I definitely appreciate that. Andrea. Hello, everybody from Switzerland. From Switzerland, what is going on? How are you? Glad to see you in the stream, my friend. I'm taking S. Andrea as in a lady from Switzerland. Is that right, Andrea? Am I right or wrong on that? I would love to know that. Good to see you in the stream. I appreciate you being here. Yep, the Ledger Live, yeah. Christopher Kwame, you won't lose me. Quality. Glad to see you in the stream, bro. Dan says XRP to be the one in 5 months, right? So that's what I'm saying there. That's what they're saying. The Santander is, and just basically is, I don't want to say it's putting the Swift GPI on blast, but it is pointing out the shortcomings. It is pointing out the shortcomings, guys. And they know there's this other thing out there that's available. Look, they wish it was more scalable. They wish that the Ripple net was able to handle, the volumes that's necessary. But it's not. Apparently, it's not, and it's going to take some time for it to get there. But they know it's available. They know that it's available, and the CFPB and they got to be able to put this stuff out so they can tell mainstream, right, Main Street, the masses that this is a rule, regulation. We have it out, and the bank's going to have to require comply, right? Crypto Dread, what's going on, my friend? I don't think I've seen you in the stream either, man. Glad to see you in the stream, bro. I'll see you, Don Juan from CYG Crypto with Steve. Abi Hussein is in the building. How you doing, my friend? Smoking Bad, another new person. Man, we got like tons of new people in the stream, guys. Tons of new people in the stream. If you haven't had a chance to smash that like button, I would have definitely appreciate it if you guys do that. It helps with the channel and helps with the algorithm on YouTube. Smash those likes, says Christopher Community. We get so much value. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Andrea, we're just positivity news here without questions. Spanish Fly says, please subscribe, guys. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe, if you're enjoying the content, just go hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you get the heads up when we come out with another stream. We are on the race, in fact, to 5,000 subs. VeChain is already on the moon. Is already responding, going back up. Crawfish XRP, what's up, my dude? Glad to see you in the stream, man. Crypto Siege, you the man. Thanks for the info, man. Oh, thanks. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you being here. That's why we're here, man, to provide some content, hopefully some great content, and help us all level up our XRP IQ. Buying some Santander on Robinhood, says Crawfish XRP. I heard that. Siege, how would you celebrate 10,000 subs? That's a good question, DeepMind Lab Visionary. I have not had a chance to think about that. 0XR0X, $5 super chat. And I'm thinking that's euros. Yes, thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate that. Much love to you as well, my friend. Always supporting the stream. I appreciate that, dude. XRP Freedom. Hey, Siege, what's going on, XRP Freedom? Good to see you in the stream. Have you been in the stream before, XRP Freedom? Absolutely, absolutely, guys. So that's kind of the deal, and that's really, really important for Santander. Again, a major global bank, to kind of point out the shortfallings of that Swift GPI. So when people say talking about, well, Swift has their own thing, and guys, it's just not the XRPL and the ILP. There's just nothing out. That's the ILP as well. The writing is on the wall, guys. The writing is on the wall. We got 2 congressional hearings essentially saying we know about this XRP thing. We know about the settlement mechanism that is XRP. We getting all this information from the flywheel theory of how the world, the finance and banking has come to the conclusion that blockchain and the digital assets, the use of digital assets, is the way to go. Period. I do not have one, Crawfish XRP. You're feeling on getting Santander stock and Robinhood. Don't have one. I don't know much about Santander other than they were supposed to be making an announcement about what they're supposed to be doing into Mexico corridors, and I have not heard a word. I have not heard a word on that. Darcy wants to know what's the trading at. So guys, so big time. That's big time stuff there. Another thing that I wanted to cover that I think is real interesting. I saw Cryptopolis this morning, and I gotta tell you, on Brad Kimes' stream, and I gotta tell you, that dude is a smart dude. Really, really smart. Really, really smart. I really, really love the Week in Review stream. I really, really do love that. Santander is only $4 right now. Whoa. I really, really do love that Week in Review. So guys, we all know about BitTrue. Yes, we all know about BitTrue and their Power Piggy program, right? And I'm sure if you've been in the asset space for a while, you're probably familiar with the DeFi space of platforms like Nexo and platforms like Celsius Network, platforms like the MakerDAO, and of course, BitTrue's Power Piggy is pretty similar to that, and Binance's is pretty similar to BitTrue's, and then there's Kava Labs and their collateralized debt position, their CDPs, right? And so all of these are in the DeFi space, the decentralized finance space, and a lot of people have always been very, very leery of these platforms that offer 7%, 8%, 9%, anywhere between 6 and 9% on your digital assets, right? I think even crypto.com has one as well. Always been leery. And I would be one, when I entered this digital asset space, I'm not sure if you're familiar with this, but I was in something called the lending platform space. That's how I entered the digital asset space, via the lending platforms. Very, very popular. I can't remember any of those names right now, but the lending platform space, the really, really popular ones, I was all in those things. And man, it became so popular that just scams just came. The scams just overwhelmed the space, unfortunately. That it messed up the few, the few 3 to 5 ones that were good ones. But they were doing interest rates of 1, 2, and 3% a day. Just like, very similar to the BitConnects. And we all found out what BitConnect was, one of the biggest scams in the history of the digital asset space, right? So I was in the space then. And so a lot of people got hurt by the lending platform or the high yield investment platforms, HYIPs. And so when the Nexos and the Celsius networks of the world come out, the Maker DAOs and that stuff, people got leery of them. And I know a lot of people were really, really leery of BitTrue and their Power Piggy program, right? And some people were kind of coming out with, the CEO, Curious Wang, is coming across kind of shady because of his, what do I want to say? His, the breadcrumbs that you follow to kind of get where does this whole thing originate from is kind of on the shady side. And Susie from Esoteric Trading actually pointed these things out. Now, there are a few times where it's just someone gets something started and they don't really, you can get a license, or you can get a website authorized for just a year, and maybe it's not even authorized anymore. It's expired. So I believe it was Susie from Esoteric Trading Solutions, she was like, BitTrue's no good. She did a deep dive and there are no breadcrumbs, right? You can't get back to legally track Curious Wayne, essentially, is what she's saying. There's no breadcrumbs to that. I mean, here's a guy who shows up at, XRP events, and I believe he was at Swell. Once you get your face out there as a CEO, it's hard to kind of take some people's stuff and run. Yeah, you know what I mean? I mean, I don't know, but it's hard to kind of do that unless you're going to kind of put it somewhere and he can say, hey, I don't have it, I got hacked or whatever. But she was really kind of calling that platform out. But my point to it is a lot to this whole rant was people want to know, how is it that you're providing this interest to people? How are you providing this interest? Are you just taking someone else's XRP and giving it to someone else, right? And a lot of people have, had those same kind of thoughts. Well, Cryptopolis, being the smart dude that he is, he was in a position, I forget how he said it, but I believe he was at an event where I believe the lady from the IMF was there, and the CEO of Celsius Network, and I forget his last name, but I think his first name is Alex, was at this event as well. And somehow Cryptopolis was able to have a conversation with the CEO of Celsius Network, which is essentially a platform where you put your digital assets on a platform, and they give you interest, and they're essentially locking up your digital asset for whatever time frame it is. I'm not familiar with the Celsius Network's time frames. It's traditionally a 1 month, it's a 3 month, and then it's like a year thing. And the APR is based upon the year. So if you see 7, 8, or 9%, it's not on 1 month. It's based upon 12 months. It's an APR. It's an annual percentage, right? And so a lot of people are really afraid of them, right? Or a lot of afraid of them. So, but he was talking with Alex, and Alex, Cryptopolis asked the CEO of Celsius Network, Alex, well, how are you able to provide people the 7% interest? I mean, are you kind of duplicating the Binance model? Are you duplicating BitTrue's model? How are you able to do it? And he said, no. He said, what we do is we loan the digital assets that are on the platform. We loan those to institutional people, people who can hold them or are legally able to hold them. And we get it to them at 14%. So they come to us and they snatch up the digital assets that we have on the platform at 14%. interest. And we give you 7% of that. Now, I had zero clue as to how they were doing that. Zero. That's right, Deep Mind Lab Visionary. He does have a big time, a long-term pedigree of success. He really does. He really, really does. He really, really, really does. Celsius CEO is a very well-known figure with long pedigree of success. Yep. And Cryptopolis said the same thing. Said he thought he was a very, very nice guy as well. And the fact that he was willing to take an hour. Cryptopolis said he spoke with this dude for over an hour. That speaks in my book. That speaks volumes to the kind of guy the CEO of Celsius Network is. But I've always been waiting for all things XRP. That's just me. I want to support the Kavas of the world. I want to support the BitTrues of the world. People that have shown, what's the word? Support, a major support for XRP. What is this? Sologenic, right? Now, as from what I understand, U.S. investors can't get any solo, right? But if I got a platform that's building on the XRPL ledger and providing XRP as a way to trade all these 30 different I think 30 different investments or stocks, or 30 different stocks, I think. In other words, Sologenic and that platform is XRP friendly. I want to support those, so that's why I haven't put it on anything. And the only reason why I use the Power Piggy from BitTrue, because they have so many XRP payers, they're fans, and I think they're working to try to become a node. I don't think they have yet. The Mind Lab Visionaire says Kava's launching first quarter of 2020. I'll wait. That's what I'm saying. And Deep Mind Lab Visionaire, I truly believe that there's going to be a certain first mover's advantage to being able to get on that Kava platform. But I think that you're right. I'm certain that they're not launching XRP at first, right? It's initially Cosmos, Atom, and BNB, right? I believe that to be the case, unless it's Kava as well. But and if it's Kava, that would be a way to kind of get in, take advantage of that platform as well. But I know it's Binance and so you said correct. Robert Westberg, do you have a Twitter, my friend? Glad to see you in the stream, man. I was hoping that you would show up. Are you on Twitter, Robert Westberg? Marco Polo said he bought 500 Sologenics to see what this is all about. And are so you're not in the United States, Marco Polo, huh? Because I'm pretty sure it's not available for U.S. investors yet. Okay, can you follow me on Twitter, crypto_siege, so that I can follow you back and so we can connect? Okay, what is that? At Robert Westberg. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and follow you on Twitter. Oh, you're in France, Marco Polo. Perfect. Perfect, bro. Yeah, so you got 500 of them. That's good, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to, as soon as it's available to U.S. investors, Marco Polo, I'm going to get some solo just to support that platform, man. All right, let me go do that right now. Jackie33, what's going on? Good to see you in the stream, miss. Hello, all. I'm going to hang until I have to leave for basketball. I got you. I appreciate you being here. We went over the Santander document in their response to the CFPB on this this regulation requirement, this compliance, and that they have to make they have to be more transparent in the fees and cost exchange rates. It's a requirement. They have to, and it has to be met by July 21st of 2020. So, Sam, shout out to the Lifeboats on YouTube who brought that to my attention this morning. Yeah. Living Waters, good to see you in the stream, my friend. And yes, if you haven't had a chance to subscribe, please collapse that chat real quick and subscribe to the channel if you have not been able to do that yet. And that's all we've been covering besides that Santander thing, Living Waters. That's the whole chat has been about that VeChain hack. Yep, so we are familiar. I know, Robert Westberg, right. I'd like 500 Solar as well. Absolutely. Absolutely. I want to support that. I want to support it. Anybody know what the okay? So someone said yes, like in only two. So correct, says DeepMind. So it is just Binance and Atom at first. So Cosmos. Okay. I tell you what, I thought it might have been Kava as well, but Supreme Frequencies. Thank you, Steve. Siege, have a nice day. Keep up the great work. Thank you, man. Appreciate you being here, and will do. Appreciate you being here, brother. All right, so let me go on Twitter and follow my dude, Robert Westberg, so that we can connect offline, brother. On the road, but listening. Another fire stream some Siege. TJ Jackson, bro. We're doing our thing again, man. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Which one am I on here? Which view am I on? Go out to Twitter and let me search for Robert Westberg. Robert, I'm trying to hook up with you, man, offline, see what we can't do about that generational wealth thing. If I could spell. There it is. Oh, you got two of them there, it looks like. Is it at Westberg1 or just at Robert Westberg? What in the world is that? I guess I'll just follow both of them, huh? This says at Robert Westberg 1, and then one says at Robert Westberg. So it's just at Robert Westberg? All right, I just followed you. I just followed the Twitter handle of at Robert Westberg, brother. William Leather, what's going on, my dude? How you doing, my friend? Yeah, I know Jackie 33. Jackie 33 says I'm still able to get on Binance. I'm in North Carolina, no Binance US for me. Yeah, I hear you. And now they got it set up, Jackie 33. Did you hear that any Binance account, Binance USA and regular Binance, they'll be able to send the funds. Like if you have an account on Binance, you can send it to, if Binance US holds that, I believe, you can send it to Binance US. Paul Boga, what's going on? What have I missed? Just to talk over Santander document in response to the CFPB and essentially pointing out that the SWIFT GPI is not feasible enough to reply with the new requirement rule for compliance in terms of transparency on cost of fees, exchange rates, etc. And of course, the fact that VeChain, apparently, the foundation was hacked. Oh, that was my mug. Yep, that was your mug. Okay. Yep, I got it, brother. I got it. Yeah, so follow me back so we can try to connect on Twitter and hopefully we can chat offline. But like I follow some people, they follow me back, but when I try to message them, it says that they can't accept the message. So I think when I'm on my Twitter, I have to get that little message thing next to my name, and I don't have it. Oh, you're gonna DM me? Okay, perfect, brother. Looking forward to that, man. DeepMind Lab Visionaire is going to reach out to me on Twitter as well on Saturday too. So I'll make sure I look for that, Robert. I appreciate you being here, brother. I love your insight, man. So that Santander thing, did you copy? Were you here in time in the stream? How we went over that Santander document, Robert? So in any case, I think that's very, very interesting and fascinating that Alex, the CEO of Celsius Network, said that's how they're able to pay you the interest that they say they will pay you, 6, 7, 8, 9% APR. This is Celsius Network. This is what they do. They take the crypto on their platform and they get it. The institutional people snatch it up at 14% interest. And then the institutions take that crypto and they trade it on the market. They use their professional traders to trade it. Yep. I mean, it's contractual agreements that still have to be met. You know, if the institutional people take some L's, they still are responsible for getting, adhering to the agreement they would have with the Celsius network. But my point was like, man, that's a, shout out to Cryptopolis for finding that out and even, having the wherewithal to ask that question from Alex. So that puts me at ease, at least, just knowing that that's how they do it. Because you don't never want to run into the Ponzi schemes and, people taking someone else's XRP to fill someone else's XRP bag up on the platform, if you know what I'm saying. So it's good that Cryptopolis pointed that out, which is really, really cool. And major shout out, he actually did a major shout out to us and this channel on this morning on Kimes' stream. Said he'd been watching the streams and he loved the stream. So that was really, really cool for him to say that. I tell you what, every time that dude speaks, man, I'm telling you, man, words of wisdom, right? And just his financial background, just really a sharp guy. Really a sharp guy. And I tell you, it really makes me feel good that I'm an XRP hodler. But he's a big fan. He's a big fan of that XRP. So hopefully this chat is working. Hopefully it's working, guys. But I just think that's really, really interesting. That's how they make that work. So that's good to know. It'd be really interesting to know how BitTrue is meeting there, right? How are they able to do the things that they're doing with their power piggy? Any plans for an XRP meetup in Durham? No plans, but that would be perfect, man. Because we do get down to Durham, William Leather. Gosh, I want to say once every other month. We try to make it every month. But that would be outstanding. That would be outstanding. So isn't it interesting that that's covered there? But that Santander thing, guys, again, for me, I wanted to go just a little bit deeper into that document because that really points out the fact that they have to make this change. It's a requirement. It's a new rule. There aren't going to be any exceptions, and they're not going to extend the exceptions, right? So July 21st of 2020, they have to adhere to this. They have to make the costs and the fees and exchange rates transparent to the consumers. Whatever they are, they got to be transparent. They have to be transparent in whatever, whatever part of the transaction. It has to be transparent so that everyone knows. So it's not, the whole thing about the hidden fees and all that kind of stuff. They're trying to right that wrong from 2008. And they want more transparency. And what they also want is a platform that can provide this transparency, but also can provide KYC, AML, CFT, and the whole 9 yards. That's what they want. And there's one platform that does it, and that is the XRPL. Guys, that is it. That is it. And we know that they know about it. They know about the XRPL. They know about XRP. They know about it in Europe because Madame Lagarde knows, and they know about it here in the States. And I can see the day when the Donald or Mnuchin or Powell will say and mention XRP and XRPL because we found a platform, and we found this platform that has been compliant and working with regulators since 2012. That provides for there has been zero, and they're going to be able to say this, there has been zero transaction on the XRPL that has not been KYC, AML, CFT. Zero, none. You know what I mean? It's a lot easier for them to pick one up than to try to create one. It's already been created. It's already here. Like the people from Congress are saying. Congress and from the SEC are saying. It's already here, guys. Robert Westberg says XRP will be everywhere, and the XRP ledger will be the backbone of the new world financial system without question. And I can hear the Donald Robert saying, "We got this platform, and it's America, it's U.S. You know, we created, you know, this is what, and we're going to gift it to the world. I'm going to put everybody on it. I'm going to put everybody on that thing. Good old US of A created it. You know how they're going to, you know how the Donald is. Paul Bogo says Christine is the owl. I still have not watched that video yet. I got to watch that. But that is 1,000% correct, Robert. XRP will be everywhere, and the ledger, the XRPL, will be the backbone of the new world financial system without question. Without question. Robert says Paul is right about Christine being the owl. I got to check that out. I don't get the reference yet, but I am going to check it out. Exactly. USA May, says Robert, and I'm telling you that's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. I'm telling you, I can hear it as though the Donald or Powell or Mnuchin were in this office with me. You know, USA and, you know, that in Ripple, the U.S. company out of San Francisco, has been working with regulators since 2012. They have this immutable, impenetrable KYC, AML, CFT. I can just hear it. And they have this asset. It's a digital asset, not the Bitcoins. You know, I'm not talking about the Bitcoins. They got this digital asset, and that MoneyGram has been using it, right? Because who hasn't heard of MoneyGram? And MoneyGram has been using their platform, and MoneyGram has been using their digital asset. Can't you hear it, guys? Can't you hear it? I can just hear it. Siege, got to head out of office now. Great stream, bro. Let's catch up tomorrow. Absolutely, bro. Looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to it, man. Have a great day, Deep Mind Lab Visionaire. Dubian 2 says Christian Lagarde is now the owl head. I got to check that out, guys. But in fact, I'm going to check that out here in a few. All right, guys, listen. You guys did it again. You did it again. You had those likes. It's just as high as the amount of people on the stream, and I definitely appreciate that. Living Water says, yep. So I appreciate you guys doing that. I'm going to hop off here. Let me change this view for just a second. You guys have been absolutely amazing. But guys, I'm going to end this stream like I do all streams and say this, guys. Listen, never, ever forget, guys, that old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, but we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.